Okay, so today I'm going to open up a little bit, shall we say, to you guys in hopes of helping to encourage you to see what's possible for you. I came into the online space by way of MLM. I had tried some products. They literally transformed my life. They helped my health to get back on track. And while I was not looking for a business at the time, I was looking for ways to make money from home. I had been looking into maybe doing some online classes, maybe going back to school for something, but I just couldn't see how I had the time or the money. I had just had my daughter, and I really wasn't feeling very fulfilled in my job. And I was thinking that if I could only find something that made me feel like I contributed to the world in some way, or what I did made me feel like I was able to be creative enough in how I made money or made my impact on the world. For some reason, making an impact on the world has been a really big deal to me. And while I could have tuned those voices out, I didn't. I listened to myself when it came to pursuing the MLM because here's what happened. I invited people over to tell people about the products that I used, not really even thinking I would have a business. I invited them over because they were asking me questions. And so the person I had signed up with in order to have a quote unquote business is my husband's cousin. Okay, she's a functional medicine doctor, and she knows what she's talking about. And I had signed up as the business side of things just to get the discount. And being the helper person that I am, I decided to invite some friends over to do a little presentation of what I had done based on the encouragement of my cousin. And she did a little meeting with me, with my friends, via a computer because she was in Colorado and I was in my dining room. And based on that experience, I saw the possibility of what it's like to run an online business where you have an online storefront, but you also have the ability to get together with people and socialize. Okay, that was kind of attractive to me, especially because everyone that came signed up and decided to try this program because it had really significantly changed my life. And through that, it really led me into trying to figure out a way to make something I could do that would make an impact in the world happen, but I had to figure out how to do it virtually. My husband works a very busy schedule. I cannot and I won't go and do a bunch of these home parties. It's not my style to just, randomly, message someone and ask them to join me in business if I don't really know them. So I went and I learned how to use attraction marketing and how to build myself up online so that people would come to me. And it worked. And it went really great. But then I saw myself burning out and I saw myself not being able to be consistent and keep up with what it would take in order to continue to build in the way that I see myself building. It was kind of sad because I was thinking, now why would I start something, do really well, and then just kind of fizzle out, all because I'm burnt out and my schedule, it just doesn't, it's really, really a challenge, okay? Arguments were happening in my home. My daughter was feeling neglected, and I was feeling like an imposter because all the while, my whole theme behind everything was to always inspire other moms to be able to build a business from home as well, alongside all of the things that they were doing. And here I was feeling burnt out. I felt sort of like a little bit of a fraud, and like maybe I just wasn't, committed enough. And I know that's not true. It wasn't true. So I took some time to really think about how to make it work, because in my mind, in my heart, I know there's always a way, but you just have to find it. And that's what led me to blogging. So today's video is just going to show you what I've started with and the direction that I'm going. And I'm going to offer you a tutorial of your very own eventually. So stay tuned for that. I have to make the video first. I've got the slides made. I've got all the, the steps mapped out, but I'm still working on putting all of the rest of it together. So I got a website. I bought my domain in 2017 because I was told you need one. You just need to have one, and I didn't. I was like, but I don't know how to use technology. I don't know what to do. So my very first thing I did was I went to GoDaddy because I'd heard their commercials. I'd seen them all over. It's the only thing I knew. And I got the bare bones, basic website. And I, put it together. There was really nothing on there, like no offer. I just did it enough to make myself look legit online if somebody were to look me up. You guys, I kicked and screamed, and I was like, I don't really want anything to do with building a blog, email marketing, none of it. I literally just want to use Facebook and get into messages. And you guys, it was working. It was going fine. I had, been able to teach a bunch of moms on how to brand themselves and how to, sell online. And I felt great about that. I've made some really amazing friends through doing this, genuine friends. And I love networking online. I just really do. It's super fun. I think it's fantastic. But it was making my husband miserable. It was making my daughter feel neglected. And my priority is them. And so I had to figure out a way to continue what I'm doing, but lessen the amount of time I was doing it. Okay, so I started looking at my website, and I started to look at that thing, and I said, okay, we're going to figure this out, you and me. We're going to do this. Okay, got it? And I'm terrified of technology because of the script I kept telling myself was that you can't figure this out. You can't figure this out. So I started to scour online and look on YouTube and Pinterest and all over the place, looking for tutorials, looking for ways to get my business set up. And there are a ton of people out there talking about this and giving tutorials. There's different styles, there's different levels of people, are willing to share. And I've purchased courses, and I've, learned from them, implemented things, and people teach from all different angles. And I have found, people that, sell courses that don't really teach you anything. And I've purchased courses from people that are like amazing, and I feel like they charged barely anything. And I did some research to figure out all of the different ways that it's possible to make an income online through blogging. And so that's why I got really excited about creating this blog plan, this series. And I decided that I wanted to bring you on this journey to show you how I'm taking what I'm learning and transforming my own business into something. And I want to bring you along the journey so you can see it for yourself. Even if you don't create your own blog, maybe you'll watch me make progress with mine, and then it will inspire you to decide what's the right path for you. My main goal is to just inspire other moms to take their ideas and make them come alive. And if you don't have an idea, maybe even start to believe in yourself a little bit to find that idea that you have. If you have it on your heart that you want to make an impact on the world and you want to work from home because you want to be more present with your family, I don't want anyone to talk you out of that. I don't want anyone to make you feel like you can't do it, because you can. It might take you a little longer to figure out your particular way, but you can do it. So After this video, I am putting together a step-by-step tutorial on how to start a blog, and I'm going to show how to transform ideas and get them out there. The idea for me later is that I will have a free workshop for women to come to learn how to set up their very own blogs. Okay, so I want to take people on this journey, and I want to also be able to take what I'm learning and create something free for women to come to learn how to do it for themselves. Okay, so this is the first part of that piece of this series, is me just opening up to you and letting you know how this all began. I almost didn't do it because I haven't been running a blog for years and years. Now, great, I've had a website for a number of years that I did barely anything with, that attracted a number of people, but it attracted a number of people because I was active on social media, and I was active manually talking and networking and getting to know people. So I drove a lot of traffic for free to that website. I got a lot of people signing up for my email list, but I never emailed them. I never did anything with it because I didn't believe I could. And I just look back at that and I think to myself, man, if I had just done the right steps, think about how many more people I could have impacted, because they were already seeking my help. I'd already created enough of a voice and, created enough interest that other moms were saying, yes, I would like to see somebody show me how to do this. And I just keep saying to myself, like, even though I might have started by way of MLM, and that's fantastic, I feel like I need to move from that hobby entrepreneur to the professional entrepreneur, because I do believe in my mission. I do believe that I can help other women see what's possible for them. It's on my heart. It won't go away. I keep trying to ignore it and go about my business and go about my life and do my grocery list and do my laundry, fight with my laundry all the time. But that voice won't sit still inside of me. I thought, well, I should just build this MLM business and that's going to be great. Or just build my affiliate income, that's going to be great. But the voice inside of me would not shut up. And I kept telling that voice, but you don't have all of the knowledge. You don't have all of the experience. You don't know everything. And then I started just to think to myself, well, just start learning. Start learning and tell what you know. And that's what this is about. That's exactly what this is about. And I'm creating this video today because, well, selfishly, I want to look back at this video in a few years and maybe shed a little happy tear to say, to my past self. Oh, I could get a little teary-eyed right now. Good job. Good job for listening to that voice. I'm going to take a little verklempt break here. And that's what we have to do. We have to say to our future selves, I'm coming. I'm going to take the steps. I'm hearing you, and here we go. Whew. And to my future self watching this, I hope that you always get this excited and this passionate for what you do, because I know right now, the last few years, this voice inside of me that says, it is your mission to inspire other moms to do what's on their heart too. Oh my gosh, I'm such a crier. Let's just cut to the chase. I'm going to show you what I started with, and I'm going to show you where I'm going. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I'm doing both. And also, I'm undecided about a couple of things. So I'm just going to show you what those are. Okay, so I'm going to start off by showing you both of my websites. One of them is in the process of being built, and that's the process I'm going to take you through. And this one, the first one that I started in 2016, I have transformed this one a lot. Before, it was literally just like a page saying my name and saying that I was building an online business and that I helped entrepreneurs to build theirs. And that's it. I didn't say what I helped them with or how I could help them specifically. That's it. All of the traffic I got from that website to me literally happened because I was on my phone all the time. I had learned how to, attract people organically. And I would create a post and I would have like 700 people to message, and, of those 700 people, obviously very few were really actually interested buyers. And that's what we're going to find when we're online. You're going to see people come towards you, but we're not for everyone. And that's a good thing. Okay. And while I had that momentum building up, I was able to do a lot of really good things with what I knew, like very little, very, very little. I just knew how to be authentic, how to let people get to know me authentically, how to, teach other people how to do what I was doing. And that's a great skill, but I needed to learn more. I couldn't just be that. And also, which is awesome, by the way, I'm not gonna knock it. But I also started this to be more present with my family and having to answer all of those messages, one-on-one, by myself while having a job and having, a family. It was just not working. And it can be really discouraging too, because if you're messaging a lot of people and, everybody comes with their own negativity or positivity or pessimistic ideas, or, when they hold you responsible for their success, if it's just a whole big thing, and I'm a huge empath. Like, as you can see, like I wear my heart on my sleeve and I feel things very deeply, and I'm incredibly passionate about helping other people. And if I feel like I can't help them, it really makes me sad. I know it's so weird. It's like, I don't know. You think as you grow up, you get a little bit more, or as you grow up, as I'm still a young person, as you, get older, that like you can let things brush off a little bit, but apparently not me. So, I decided I was going to learn how to transform my website into being a place where I could send people and I could help more people and I could leverage Google and Pinterest. Okay. And so I started with GoDaddy. And GoDaddy is great. It helps you to set things up. I don't know everything about GoDaddy. And mostly because I'm moving over to BlueHost. Okay. This is what I set up, and I'm going to go into some more, tutorials later. This video is just really kind of like a let's get to know each other sort of video and to see where I'm coming from. I don't know if it's going to help anybody to see this, but it's going to help me because I want to, like I said, I'm transforming from a hobby entrepreneur to a professional entrepreneur right before your very eyes. I was trying to be a professional entrepreneur in a way that did not give me like a way to sustain it. Okay. And that turned me into a hobby entrepreneur because I burnt out and I only showed up for my business sometimes. I showed up in a bare minimum to make myself look present. And I took a bunch of courses and was training and testing things behind the scenes, but not actively promoting or selling that much. So that took me from, that made me a hobby entrepreneur. Maybe I was a student, you know what I mean? So, all the while I've been very busy and very active, over the last year, just not really growing my business income wise. I've been sustaining, everything's been fine, but not growing upwards, right? So this is where this brings me here. Okay, so I started with GoDaddy because they're very simple to get set up. But what I found was that when I wanted to work with, um, affiliate programs or brands specifically that I felt like my audience could be helped by, I didn't have the proper setup. Okay, they didn't really like how I had things, and um, I was able to work with a few companies that um, are fine with how I have things, and which is great because those are the ones I really wanted to work with. Okay, so as you can see, I was able to. Oops, what am I doing here? Let's scroll through here. I decided I wanted to talk about affiliate marketing, blogging, email list building, mastering your schedule, and then network marketing. And now this is going to change at some point because I am going to keep my website, michellekeneally.com. But I'm going to really start to try to narrow the focus down a little bit more. My new blog is going to be about how to start a blog because what I'm trying to do there is I want to leverage the power of Google and Pinterest and search engine optimization. If this is the first video you've watched of mine in this series, go ahead and go in this description box and you can see more videos below on how this blogging process will help you. Facebook versus blogging, all of these things are there. This video is, like I repeated again, is just to let you guys get to know me and my perspective, where I'm coming from, so that we can be friends. And also, it's for my future self, okay? So I really want to have this all documented on how I go from hobby entrepreneur to professional entrepreneur. And so my startyourblogmama.com is really a message to myself, even like just start your blog, mama. And then also because it's on my heart to help other moms to get out of their own way and to do their business too. I really want to share with you how I'm doing it, and so you could do it too. Okay. So once I become like an expert, and don't we do that? Don't we like talk ourselves out of, well, I'm not an expert yet. You know what? You're never going to feel like an expert. You just aren't. You're going to always feel like someone knows more than you, and you have so much more to learn. But let me tell you what, if you know something, you can teach someone. It's just kind of like my daughter who is in kindergarten as of this recording, and she knows how to write, and she's been helping her little friends on how to write. She doesn't know, everything about, first grade, second grade, and third grade, but she knows enough to help the person who needs to know what she knows. And so that's why I'm moving forward with this, because I know enough to teach you how to get started. And then once we get started, I can teach you some more things that I've been doing as well. And then from there, I'm going to learn even more. And then I'll just keep sharing and just keep showing those things. So here you can see I've got too many topics. Okay, bottom line, flat out. Google doesn't know what to do with me, even though I've gotten traffic from my articles. Actually, I have one that's particularly popular, but Google keeps sending me messages saying you need to clean this article up because there's too many links, there's too much going on, but yet it still keeps getting activity. And because I'm getting activity from it because I'm promoting it. And that's another video. So let's just get back on track here. And the fact that I can drive traffic to one particular article and get sales while I'm sleeping should be an encouragement to you. And the article, it's so spam-malicious, and I didn't even realize it. Like, I didn't even realize it until Google emailed me and said, hey, we're having a hard time figuring out what your article is really about, and you've got too many links, too much things going on. And we'll get into that into another video. But so you can see here, I've just got too much happening. Okay, I need to narrow it down. And this is me, talking about moms making money at home, how to sell direct sales products, how to build an online business while having a job, how to grow your email list, leveraging your current subscribers, how to promote your affiliate products to your email list, how to start an email list, what you need to know. And so what I want to do here with this particular website is I want to focus more on building an email list. And the reason I want to do that is because I want Google to know what I'm about. And I want them to send people to this website if they want to learn how to build an email list. So you can see here my tagline is how to make money at home during nap time hours. Start your email list. So I really want to clean this up and make it more about building an email list. And then my new blog, I want it to be about how to start a blog because I want to leverage the power of Google once again. Okay. So here's what my new blog is looking like so far. Oops, hold on a second. I have it listed as coming soon, which you can do. All right. So with my Google, my GoDaddy site, I don't have as much control over it. It's very limited. And so I'm switching over to BlueHost because I want to I guess learn how to do it really and teach other people how to do it. And then also I want more capabilities for affiliate marketing, sponsored posts, all of these things. Okay, so I want to do multiple streams of income with this blog. Okay, I'll go into this a little bit later as I get more information about the comparison between the two. I've read articles about it, but I can't tell you for sure because I don't know. I don't have the experience. So anyone watching this video who's way ahead of me, you probably know. But again, this is me coming to you guys as a person who technology is not my first language. And if I'm able to build this, I think you can too. So check out what I've built so far. And my idea is start your blog, mama, a place for moms to learn how to build a blogging business. Okay. And I've got my homepage saying this site is dedicated to helping moms learn how to start a blog. You will find step-by-step guides, tools, resources, and ideas to help you every step of the way. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it going. And this is because I want Google, number one, to know what I'm doing. And I want moms to know when they come to my site right away, what is this about? Okay. That's what it's about. And then I'm going to offer a free blogging course. I want to get right to the point. I want to say, hey, here's a free blogging course for you. And then I have a workshop that I've almost finished, which is why I haven't launched this yet. I purposely designed my process this way because I thought, if I'm going to help people, I have to tell the truth of where I've come from and where I'm going and why I'm doing it. So I really wanted to document this. I thought maybe I would lose credibility because I haven't been doing this for 5 years, but I don't care. I don't care because 5 years from now, I'm going to look back at this video and say, I'm so glad you did this. All right. So good job, past self. That's my message for my future self. So then I'm showing myself here and wait, it's not showing up. And I say about me. Oh, that's good to know. I got to figure out why my face isn't showing up all the way. It does on my other computer. So I have an about me page. Hey, new friend, I'm Michelle, and I talk about who I am. And then here's where my blog is going to go. And here's where my contact information is going to go. Okay. Really simple, very clear, no guessing games, nothing. Okay. So that's how this is all starting. Okay. So you can see with GoDaddy, I don't really have like my face out there. I just have these stock, I have one here of myself, these stock images. And I'll go into some more, I'll dissect a couple of my blog articles and show you what I did not do right and how I'm going to clean them up. So you'll get to see that too if you follow along in this blog series. So that's it for today's video. The point of this whole series is to let you know that you can bring your ideas to life. Even if you feel like you don't have enough money, enough time, enough support, whatever your reason is. If it's on your heart and you want to explore that and you want to figure out, why is this on my heart? Why can't I let this go? The series is for you just for that reason. Everything I'm doing is just for that reason. A lot of the reason is because I'm you. I'm you. We're friends here. Like, it's on my heart to want to explore how I can be creative and how I can give back to the world. And because I don't know how to get past that, the only thing I can think of is that it must be meant to be to share my own frustration and my own desires to give back to the world in a really impactful way, that I share that story and that I bring you along on this journey. Even doing this video today, I was like, no one's going to want to see this video. They're going to think, why would I listen to you when you are just learning and you're just starting out? And it's a very good question. But I've gotten some results with my other website, even when it isn't perfect. So all I could think about was, well, if I'm able to generate affiliate income with what I've already started, you can too. You don't have to be perfect either. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to start. And when you start, you can learn more and you can get better at it. And so that's why I decided to do that, because I was stuck on not starting this whole series and all these trainings until I could prove to myself that I was perfect. And at the end of the day, no one's perfect. No, we're all just testing. And as an entrepreneur, I hope you know that you're going to end up testing a lot of things over and over and over again until you figure out what your own path is meant to where it's meant to take you. So, like I said, go ahead and click below in the description to see more videos in this series, and subscribe to this channel, because that's what this is going to be all about. It's literally about starting your blog, mama. Get out of your head and just get started. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. I'm very humbled to come before you and just tell you the real reason this is all here. Slightly scared because there's some haters on the internet, and I am currently reading a book that is pushing me to not care about those haters. I'll put a link below for my book club as well. I have an online book club for entrepreneurs. We read one book a month. I'm a firm believer in working on your mindset and being a student always. So before I make this video more sappy than it needs to be, go ahead and click in the description below to find more videos and access to that free book club. And subscribe and follow me along this journey so you can start your very own blog, mama.